This is Traceyhd, and I want to thank you for joining me today. And we are doing the May 2015 Leo Tarot reading. And as I shuffle the deck, I ask that all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. And for the beginning of the month, we'll take a card from the top. For the middle of the month, we will take one from the center. And for the end of the month, we're going to take the bottom card. Okay, and what do we have for you today, Leo? Okay, for the month of May, we start out with a reversed card, the Nine of Cups, okay? And the Nine of Cups is normally a very joyous celebration. However, when the card is in reversed, okay, it has a totally different meaning, okay? When we get the Nine of Cups in the beginning of the month, what we want to be careful about and what we want to look out for is something that has to do with emotion. Okay, the Nine of Cups is basically, it's a time of jubilance if the card was upright in festivity, but if it's upside down, it's not so joyous, let's put it that way. Okay, and basically what this card is telling us, the beginning of the month, Leo, there might not be much festivities going on or jubilance. Okay, if the card was upright, it would be a time of, friendships, a time of celebrating. It warns us not to do anything in excess. So what's happening here in the beginning of the month, it's possible that you've done something excessively that you may be paying for, you may be regretting. We need to focus on everything from our spending to what we're eating to what we're indulging in, because anything in excess is going to turn into something less than joyous, let's put it that way. So the beginning of the month, we seem to be having a less joyous attitude for some reason or another. Something is weighing on your mind that's kind of ruining your party. Let's see what the other cards have to say to shed some light on that, to see exactly what that could mean. Okay, and then the middle of the month, we have the Queen of Rods. And the Queen of Rods is a beautiful woman holding a rod, of course. And she has a smile on her hand. There's a yellow background there with her. And basically this queen looks like she's the ruler of her castle. She's the ruler of her domain. Nobody's pushing her around. This woman is, well, it could be a woman in your life. It could actually represent you in your life, or it could even be, if a man is watching this reading, it could be a man who has the qualities of the Queen of Rods, or it could typically be an energy in the middle of the month. It doesn't necessarily have to represent a person, even though there's a person on the card. So this is not gender specific. It could be a man, it could be a woman. The Queen of Rods, like I said, looks like a very, very self-confident person. She's determined. If she's hindered from moving about freely, she's not very happy. She's a free spirit. She's courageous. She's very opinionated and full of energy, and she knows what she wants. However, she could become pretty problematic and reckless if she's, a little too over-opinionated or a little too passionate. So basically what we're wanting to do is to make sure that we're in balance. Beginning of the month, something's not in balance. It's not what it should be. Towards the middle of the month, basically it's, again, you're very opinionated, okay, and a lot of people tend to see this queen as a very, how could I say, she speaks her mind. She tells it like it is. Okay? Some people want to hear it, some people don't. And it could be very problematic if she becomes like very, righteous and very dramatic and bragging and, always tooting her own horn. I mean, it's one thing to be confident, but this queen in the middle of the month, she's just taking it to the extreme. She feels that she's the best. You either believe it or not, and she's full of herself, and, you have your opinion, she has hers, but she's going to have the last word in whatever it is. So this may be the reason for the upset in the beginning of the month. Okay, things are out of balance, things aren't very joyous because you have someone like this in your life. And this, like I said, could be a man, could be a woman. It could be a very opinionated man in your life, it could be a very opinionated woman. But this could very much be the cause of the imbalance here. This person is overbearing. If I had to sum her up in one word, she's very overbearing and very opinionated. And then at the end of the month, what we have here is the Nine of Rods. And this man here, he's upset. And again, this could also mean a woman. This man here doesn't want your apology. He doesn't want to forgive you. He feels that someone has harmed him, someone was out to get him, someone intentionally did something bad. And it could very well be this person here in the middle of the month that he's feeling this way. So the beginning of the month, something was brewing. Something just wasn't sitting right. In the middle of the month, this person here, very opinionated, could more or less be perceived as arrogant, all about them, they're larger than life. And here this person is saying, okay, you know, whatever, I've had enough of what you're saying. This person here might have felt that this person did something to them to show them up on purpose, when actually this is just this person's personality. I mean, they would be that way towards anyone, and there's really no harm intended. You know, the Queen of Rods is just a very, like I said, very courageous, very opinionated, very energetic. She knows what she wants. She goes after what she wants. And this person here is feeling very hurt by whatever her actions were. So this could be, you know, a man and a woman and a man. Just because there's a certain gender on the card doesn't mean that it has to be a male figure or a female figure. It's two people at odds here in your life, Leo. You could be either the very opinionated person, where this is a person in your family, could be friend, spouse, lover, another girlfriend. They're feeling hurt by your actions. So what I'm saying is the rockiness here in the beginning of the month is telling me that it might have something to do with what you've said, that you might not have realized hurt someone's feelings, and someone at the end of the month is very hurt by you. Or this could be because you've been so opinionated and because you've been so forceful, you end up feeling like this. You end up feeling like an outsider. Very, very interesting cards, Leo, for the month of May. So be careful. If this is you in the middle and you're a very opinionated person, try to hold back a bit, because sometimes you could hurt people's feelings without even realizing it. And then these people just go inward. They don't want an apology. They don't want to make up. They don't want to reconcile. They feel that you've done something intentionally. And I know it's all in good spirit. You're not a mean person. But sometimes people are very sensitive, and we've got to be, you know, aware of that. So just be very careful what you do this month, May. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe, because I will be back.